So I have no idea what he meant by the brr brr. I don't get it. I don't know if that's a myth or a mystery, but Coach Greg, and there are so many myths associated with weight loss, building muscle, bodybuilding, and so on. And so in today's video, I'm going to be going over Will Tennyson. He put together an amazing video, both entertaining and educational. So we're going to watch the video and discover, are these actual bodybuilding myths, or is there some truth to this, or does it remain a mystery? So I have no idea what he meant by the brr, brr. I don't get it. I don't know if that's a myth or a mystery, but moving on.
Gotta eat big to get big, which is the first myth of the day. And while that is kind of true, if you follow that protocol, you won't be able to see your toes in a couple months.
To get bigger, you need to be in a calorie surplus. So if you're in a deficit, always dieting, you're not going to get as big. The problem is if you're trying to bulk up to put on more muscle, you're not just putting on more muscle, you're putting on more fat.
Myth number 2 is that you need BCAA'S to build muscle. You do not, because there's BCAA'S in my eggs, there's BCAA'S in the food that you eat.
Number 2, you need BCAAs to build muscle. The truth is you don't need them. They can be beneficial if you're not eating enough protein, but there are BCAAs in the foods that you're eating anyway. So adding in BCAAs is not likely to add more muscle, but if you like the taste of it and it encourages you to drink more water, there can be benefit in that.
Myth number 3 is that protein is the only macro that matters. So that is what you need for muscle, but in terms of your health, like you do need fat for your joints, just for your hormones, and you need micros. Don't forget about the micros.
Number 3, protein's the only macro that matters. This isn't true. Obviously, you need healthy fats in your diet in order to have the proper hormone balance. Not only that, you need micronutrients that come from these other macros. If all you do is eat protein and skip out on carbs and fats, you're not going to optimally build muscle. And if you eat no fats at all, it's not good.
The bodybuilders think you gotta eat a certain way, eat specific foods, and prepare your meals for the week ahead of time, even if you have the time, which it doesn't make sense. So my next myth is that you gotta be eating protein constantly every few hours, or else you're gonna lose muscle.
Myth number 4, you need to eat protein every few hours. The truth is, you only have 4 to 5 opportunities for muscle protein synthesis to occur during the day. Eating more often than 5 times a day offers absolutely no benefit. So you don't feel you have to rush out to get your chicken and broccoli and rice every 2 to 3 hours.
I got my pre-workout here, which leads me to my next myth, is that there's some supplements out there that you can gain 10 pounds of muscle in a month. So unless you're wearing a Gymshark shirt, you can't do that.
Myth number 5 is that supplements can help you build tons of muscle. Well, yes and no. It depends on what supplements we're talking about. If you consider PDs to be supplements like SARMs, steroids, things like that, then yeah, they actually can build 10 pounds of muscle in a short period of time. But for the most part, over-the-counter supplements are simply supplements. They're things to add on top of your diet. Will says they add 2% of a difference. I believe it's probably closer to 10, maybe 20% difference, not 2. 2 would be not even noticeable. If supplements only made 2% of a difference, I simply wouldn't even take them. 2%, it's not enough. Even one single supplement like beta-alanine can increase performance by over 2%, and that's just one ingredient in my pre-workout as you see in the back. Not only that, as he said, creatine's a great supplement. That's in there as well. Protein powder, that can help you. So I certainly agree with Will. It's not going to make a major difference, but certainly more than 2%. And while I'm at it, you can purchase these on my website. Please click the link in the description. Get it. You can also become part of my ambassador program where we will pay to help promote and sell the products.
The myth is, if you confuse your muscles, they'll grow. You're gonna come in and change it up every session, but you do not want to do that. Trust me, I used to do that and I got nowhere.
And this might be my favorite myth bust that Will does in this video. It's myth number 6. If you confuse your muscles, you'll grow. So many people think they need to go to the gym and confuse the muscle, trick it. Do 10 different bicep variations, switch everything up, keep them guessing. No, do the best muscle building exercises like I explained in my 3 best, 3 worth exercise series. Do those consistently, workout after workout, and that is the best way to grow muscle.
Pick a few movements that you like, master them, get better at them, get stronger at them, And that's how you track progressive overload.
So as he says, stick to the basics. Progressive overload, meaning train it harder than last time, and over the years, you will continue to add more muscle.
There's the myth that 8 reps builds muscle. Anything beyond that, you go like 12 to 15, that's like muscular endurance. You only use that for cutting, and that's not the case. Any rep range can build muscle.
Myth 7, 8 reps is best for building muscle. People seem to think that if you do higher reps, 12 to 15, you're just toning, and that using heavier weights is needed to build muscle. This isn't true. You can build muscle optimally at several rep ranges. Just don't go too crazy. Don't think you can do 50 reps plus. That's too much. But everything from heavier weights to light weights, so long as you train hard enough, as in within 3 reps of failure, has been shown to optimally build muscle. The more advanced you are, the harder you need to train, and the more of a beginner, the easier you have to train. So please, work out at the intensity and rep range that's best for you.
And this is for the people who are new to the gym, and that is, you gotta train to failure every set. The more that you do, the better. The more that you come to the gym, and the more exercises that you do, the more that you grow, and that's not the case.
Myth 8, you need to train to failure on every set. It's not true, especially if you're a beginner. You shouldn't even train close to failure. As you progress and get more experience, you need to train harder than last time. But even the most experienced lifters shouldn't be training every set to failure. If you can't recover from your workout, you're sore the next day, you need to train easier. And on the opposite extent, if you're not making progress and you're never sore, train harder. It really is that simple.
Workout is a wrap, which means, of course, you gotta have your protein immediately post-workout. So while this is a great myth to tell your girlfriend, you do not need to have protein as soon as you finish your workout. It's not a wasted workout.
It's not true. If you ate before your workout within a few hours, there is no reason to add protein after you work out. The protein you had before working out is still in your body. You can wait several hours after working out to consume protein. However, if you're training fasted, you haven't eaten in a long time, it is a good idea to have protein and carbs immediately after your workout. Not only will this help to build muscle, it'll also help replenish lost glycogen stores.
We got some cookie ice cream sandwiches because the myth is that after a workout, you can have as much carbs and sugar as you want, and it cannot be turned into fat.
It's simply not true. If you eat in a calorie surplus, you're going to get fat. Also, most people dramatically overestimate how many calories they're burning during a workout. Even your hardest leg workout, probably not burning more than 150 to 300 calories. Hardly enough to go and splurge on a double cookie ice cream sandwich that probably had close to 1,000 calories. So the next time you think, oh, I better eat, I need to replenish that glycogen I burn off, don't.
No, we're not gonna do cardio today because cardio kills your gains, so they say.
Well, this is partially true. If you do too much cardio, your cardio is at too high of an intensity, like HIIT cardio, it makes it extra difficult to recover from both. But so long as you're not running or doing too much high impact cardio and going at a moderate pace, your body can recover from the cardio and the weightlifting, and it won't hurt you in the slightest. It's recommended that you do 150 minutes of moderately intense cardio per week, not only for heart health, but it's going to help you recover from your workouts. Just think of it. If you're fit, you can push yourself harder in the gym and easily recover from that. Versus if you don't do cardio at all and you work out in the gym, you might be fatigued just by doing a set of 12 on the squats.
There's the myth that towards the end of the day, you kind of cut back at the carbs, and when it's dark outside, you can't have carbs at all. No carbs after dark, and that is completely false.
Myth number 12, if you eat carbs at night, you're gonna get fat. It's simply not true. To get fat, you need to be in a calorie surplus, and it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter!
Whether it's from protein, carbs, or fat, so there's no reason to be a carbophobe. So if you want to eat carbs in the evening, go ahead and eat them. Just be sure you're not eating in a surplus, because if you are, you're going to gain body fat. That's simply how it works.
Wrapping up the night with a little bit of Greek yogurt because you need a slow digesting protein before bed so you don't lose muscle in your sleep. See how complicated people make fitness?
And myth number 13, you need a slow digesting protein at night or you're going to lose muscle. It's simply not the case. Now, if you want to add slow digesting protein before bed, there's nothing wrong with that. And studies have shown that eating 4 to 5 times a day does add in building muscle. So if you're going too long without eating protein, it may not be optimal. And I know that's going to hurt the feelings of those who are doing intermittent fasting, but if you want the optimal progress, as in the most muscle you can possibly possibly build, it's better to spread out your meals throughout the day, up to 5 at most. It's not going to make a big difference if you don't eat 4 or 5 meals a day, but if you want optimal results, please try to eat 4 up to 5 protein-rich meals per day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell button, get notified of all my videos. And let me remind you, I have a freaking cookbook. Don't forget to get that. Also, Harder Than Last Time supplements, training book, cookbook, coaching plans from me and my team. And until next time, I am out.